Welcome to Internet Quality Academy. The channel is for the quality control engineer, site engineer, and the civil engineer who are working in the construction field. In this channel, we are dealing with anything and everything which is required to get success in the construction. Today also, I'm going to discuss about a very important topics in the quality control, that is continuous improvement or the continual improvement. In the quality control, it is a very well-known terms and it is used widely in any sector of the organization. So what is that and why it is important and what is the real life example and what is the method to do that one, the continuous improvement? In today's video, I'll discuss each and everything in details to stay tuned until then to get the full information about continuous improvement. And if you are new in my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. So without wasting time, let's jump into the subject, that is continuous improvement. That means first, we need to know what is continuous improvement by definition. So, what exactly is meaning in continuous improvement? What is it? Continuous improvement often associated with the Japanese term Kaizen. It's a philosophy that focuses on making incremental, consistent improvement in process, product, or services. Now, in any organization, the end product, either it is a product or it's a service or product or service in together. Now, it is product or service to some client or the end user. Now, what is the philosophy that we need, that what is the end user or the client requirement that we need to fulfill, or it should exceed the requirement of the client. Then the client will be happy and there will be a repeated business. So this is the philosophy. So that is why whatever the product or whatever the process we are developing, we need to make a process or make a whole process how the product or services will be developed. Now, any product or any service in the process when you are making, that is always a chance to make a better way or the improvement can be done. So suppose we are dealing a building projects, we need to deliver the buildings. Now when we're doing the concrete, we are doing the finishing work, so whatever we are doing, there is always chance or there is always potential to make it the incremental and consistent improvement or to make it a better. So this process is called the continuous improvement. That means whenever we are doing any activities or any work, how we can make it more better or how we can redefine the process to make it more better, that is the continuous improvement. So it's about constantly seeking ways to enhance quality, reduce waste and increase efficiency. So why it is important? That is, it is enhances the quality. That means quality of the end product or the services will be enhances, then the customer will be happy, and it is reduces the waste. That is also a very important factor for the continuous improvement, that we should minimize the waste, because whatever we are taking from the raw material from the earth, and if it is become more waste, what is we are making less into the environmental. So if the reduces waste, that is less environmental impact on the earth. So that is why also it is important, and it is increase efficiency. No, it is why, because if the process is ultimate and the process is redefined and process, then what is happening, that the efficiency is increased, because continually we have giving input, continually we are making it more refined, that the increase efficiency. So that is the continuous improvement, and it is increases quality, reduces weight and increases efficiency. That is why the continuous improvement is important. The next part is, what is continuous improvement is crucial in quality control. Why we need continuous improvement? Because we have already defined the process, we need to do the same process and we'll get the end product. But why it is important to redefine the process or incremental definition, so that the continuous improvement can happen? So why it is important, let's see one by one. The first things, it is enhanced product quality. As already we discussed, that it helps ensure that the end product consistently meets or exceeds customer expectations. So how, suppose you are doing a tiling work, now you are finding define the process that the mortar will be placed, that the tile will be placed, curing will be done, and then it will be checked everything. Now whenever actual work is now going on, and you check and you find there is a training required for the machine or the worker who are working, because they are making some silly mistakes. So what you need to do, you need to incorporate more training into the process, or you need to incorporate more curing onto the process. So this small incremental changes is called the continuous improvement. So it is the lifelong and it is the continuous improvement throughout the process, and it is enhances the quality of the product. Then increase efficiency. This streamlines process, reducing time and resources and wastage. That is true. If the worker or the machines are not well trained, what will happen? They will waste the material and they will taking more time, and the quality will not be achieved. So that is why the training is important, just in a part of the continuous improvement. Or you need to bring the right kind of material, so that we will get the right kind of end product, or there will be wastage will be there less. So that is why in increases efficiency. That is why the continuous improvement is more important in the process. Then employee engagement. What is that? Encourages a culture of involvement and ownership among team members. So the continuous improvement, it is not a particular employee or a single person activity. This is the activity for each and everyone involving in the process. Suppose you are doing the concreting work, it is also a process, the sub process we can call. But it is not only the engineer who are working is responsibility. So who are responsible for this? That mean project manager, that who is the product manager who are making the concrete, the raw material quality, labor who are working, the quality control guys. So all the people who are involving in the process, they are all responsible for the end product. So to make it end product as per the requirement, everyone involvement is very much important. That is why the employee engagement or the everyone engagement is important in the continuous improvement. That is why the continuous improvement is focusing each and everyone who are involving in the process, and among the team whenever working in the common goal, the end product or the quality is ensured. That is why the continuous improvement is more important. Then adaptability allows the organization to adapt or to changing market demands and technological advancement. Now, to nowadays the construction industry or any other industry rapidly changing, new technology is coming, new processes involving. So if there is no adaptability or there is no continuous improvement in the process or in the organization, what will happen? The competitor will go faster, and there will be market demands, and we will not fulfilling that market demand. So what will happen? The company will not sustain. So that is why the adaptability is very much important, and this continuous improvement process is ensuring the adaptability of the changing market demands and the technological advancement. That is why this continuous improvement is very much important in quality control, to increase product quality, increase efficiency, reduces waste, and employee engagement and adaptability. So these are the things is important why continuous improvement is required. Next is key principle of continuous improvement. What is the key principle? First is the customer focus. Always prioritize customer needs and feedback. Why? Because whatever the product or services a company is making, ultimately it has to deliver to the end product. Either it is a form of product or it is a form of service. Now, who are taking that product or service, if they are not happy, then there will be business will be less, and there will be no repeated customer. So what will happen? The reputation on company will be going down, and company will not get the more business. So that is why the first things of the continuous improvement, that is a key principle, is the customer focus, so customer centric. That means what is customer needs, that we need to first find out, that is the customer need, and always prioritize their needs and their feedback. And if there is any feedback you come in, maybe it is a positive feedback or maybe it is a negative feedback, both has to accept. And If it is a negative, that means there is always chance to improvement in the process. So again, the continuous improvement has to apply to meet the customer requirement or exceed the customer requirement. That is why the more business will come into the organizations. Then incremental change, that means we are not changing rapidly. It should be incremental and small change that will enhance the process. And when the process is enhanced, the quality waste all will be minimized. On implementing more small manageable changes rather than drastic overhauls. What does it mean? That means we should not change drastically all the process. What will happen? We will increment small ways, so that whoever involved in the process, they will get the time to absorb the new process, and in small step they will also be more familiar, and the process will redefine, and there will be enhance in the quality. So there will be an incremental change rather than the drastic change. So then data driven decision. Now use data and metrics to guide improvement efforts. Now without data, it is just an opinion. So if there is no data in the hand, it is impossible to make any decision or make any continuous improvement in the process. So that is why data is very much important. Now how we can collect the data? Let's take a small example. Suppose you are doing the concreting work. Now the cube strength is not getting. So what is the difference in the strength, and what is the variation, and then what is the temperature of the concrete that time, what is the environmental temperature, how many people are working, how many report, or how many training has conducted. So all the data is required in order to make a decision or in order to make a incremental change. Without data, it is impossible. Suppose you are find out that whenever you are doing the concrete in the daytime, you are getting less strength. Whenever doing the concreting in the evening time, you are getting more strength. How you get that one? You need to the data when the concrete has done, when the concrete has tested, what is that ambient temperature that time, that all data is required. So according to the data, you can take the decision that you need to do the concrete in the evening time in order to get the right strength or whatever the concrete requirement. So that is why data is important, and it is the key principle of the continuous improvement, that is data driven decision. Then it is employee employment involvement. Any product or service, the human resource or the employee is the main part. Without them, it is impossible to do the work. So their involvement is very much important. So that is the key team is in continuous improvement is the employee or the total employee, whoever involving in the process from the top management to the bottom. So encourage suggestion and involvement from all levels of the organization. That is very much important. So whenever is there any problem or you want to do in continuous improvement in your process, what you need to do, you need to take suggestions and feedback from all the people who are involving in the process from the all level, that is from the top management to the bottom. So collectively you will get the data, and accordingly the data, you have to analyze the data and you have to find out what is the right process or what is the right incremental change to redefine the process. So that is why employee involvement is very much important, or is the key principle of the continuous improvement. Now root cause analysis. Now identify and address the root cause of issues, not just the symptoms. Now it is very much important to do the root cause analysis. If there is any defect when we are finding on the end products, we need to define why it is happening, what is the root cause. If you are not finding out the root cause, what will happen? We will not find out the right methodology or right preventive measure or the right kind of correcting measure. So that is why root cause is analysis. That is all I have given the example before also, that you are not getting the cube strength as per the requirement. So you need to find out what is the root cause, whether it is a raw material failure, whether it is a mixing failure, whether it is a placing failure, what is a curing failure, that you need to find out what is the root cause. And according to the root cause, you need to redefine the process. Suppose you are find out in the concrete that is the curing is not adequate. Curing, so you need to be very much vigilant that how you can ensuring the curing of the concrete as per the requirement. So that is why you need to more, maybe more training is required, maybe more inspection is required, whatever. according to the root cause analysis, you need to redefine the process, or you need to do the incremental changes in the process so that the continuous improvement can happen. So these are the key principle for the continuous improvement, that is customer focus, incremental changes, data driven decisions, employee improvement, and the root cause analysis. Next part, we will understand what is the techniques for continuous improvement. There are different techniques in the throughout the industry. There people are using such as PDCA cycle, 5S methodology, or the Lean Six Sigma. So let's see what are the things. So first things, we need to know the what is PDCA cycle. That means plan, do, check, act. That is also in ISO 9001. It is described. That is plan, do, check, act. So how we can find out that one? First, we need to do the inputs. What are the inputs we record? We record inputs to make the product or service as per the customer requirement. So what is the customer requirement that we need to find out? That is the input. And what according to the inputs, we need to plan the process. So what is the plan we are making? So suppose we are delivering again in a construction project, as I'm from the construction industry, we need to deliver a building. Now we need to know what is the building height, what is the number of floors, what is the floor area, what will be the finishes, what will be the concrete element. So those are all the things that is the inputs. So according to the inputs, we need to plan. So that means what is the plan? We need to define, we need to prepare, we need to document it. So we need to define what is our scope and what we need to do. Then we have to prepare a illustrative plan, and then we have to document it. Now we have done the plan. Now next part is coming. We need to do the actual work at the project and at the site. So we are doing the project, that become do, and then check. Now whenever we are doing the work, we need to check what we planned or what is our process, whether it is a follow or not. That we need to check. We doing the regular internal or external audit, regular inspection and check. So that is why we are collecting the data, or we are checking the process, that whether it is as per our plan or not, or whether anything it is required to more enhancement. So there is any redefine is required or not. And then whatever the data, whatever the check we find, then we need to act, and again we need to redefine the process or redefine the plan. Then whatever the output is coming, whether it is satisfaction or not, that also need to get. Here it is coming the feedback. So here it is a plan, do, check, act. It is a continuous process. That is why it is a circle. The plan, do, check, act, and according to the we plan, then we have to act, we have to do the work, then we need to check, and then we need to act according to the checkpoint, whether anything is redefine a process is required or not. Then we need to again redefine the process to meet the customer satisfaction. So that is the plan, do, check, act. Thus identify an area of improvement, implement the change in small scale, evaluate the result and greater feedback. If successful, implement the change on a larger scale. If not, redefine and retry. Why it is? Because it is a continuous process. That is why you need to redefine and try again. So these are the things also you need to, the process, that is PDCA cycle. It is widely used in the industry. So in any industry, you are following this PDCA cycle to make it a continuous improvement. And another technique is also 5S methodology. It is similar to PDCA. It's short, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. That means a workplace organization method that promotes efficiency and safety. That is also find out the method, what is the shortfall, then set and then shine, then standardize the system, and then sustain. So that is the 5S methodology that are using widely also in the industry. That find out the short, what is the problem, then set what is the set point, and then shine, then standardize, and then sustain. So these also use in the industry to find out the or make the continuous improvement. Then also Six Sigma, the DMIC was that is define, measure, analysis, improvement, control, a data driven approach to eliminates defects. So what is that? DMAIC, that is define a problem, measure the data, then analyze the data, find out the root cause, then again improve the process and monitoring the system or the control. So again, this is a total a circle. So it has to redefine, and it has to small incremental change, and it is a continuous process. That is why it is called the continuous process. So continuous improvement. So this is DMAIC process, 5S methodologies, and BDCA cycle. That is the techniques for continuous improvement. Let's take an example of the PDCA cycle from the construction of quality control in the construction. So what a construction company reduces defects in concrete by implementing a rigorous inspection process and training workers on proper pouring techniques. So this way the in concrete quality will be enhanced and waste will be reduced. So why they are implementing the training and implementing the inspection. Another farm used lean principle to streamline the supply chain, reducing material waste and delivery item. So these are the example of the continuous improvement. So let's summarize what we are discussed today. What is continuous improvement? Then what is why continuous improvement is important, then what is the key principle and what is the technique used in continuous improvement, and then example of continuous improvement. So these are the things about the continuous improvement in quality control, and I hope you find it useful. And if you find it useful, kindly subscribe at my channel and like, share and subscribe. And if you want to know anything more about quality control and construction, please let me know. I will come with more content like this, and I'm waiting for your valuable feedback. So from your valuable feedback, everybody will be benefited. And thank you once again for watching me.